Hi guys, Marcus here and welcome to Chinese Entertainment Update, June 20th, 2023. I release episodes every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday between 7 and 10 p.m. Pacific Time. This is episode 701, and the rundown with timestamps is in the description box below. Now, because I use Chinese names quite a bit on my show, if you want the English spelling of them, you can turn on subtitles. I create them myself. In today's episode, my Fireworks on Earth with Yang Yang and Wang Churan passes review. Story of Joy with Yang Zi and Xu Kai begins filming. Guardians of the Dafeng announces Dylan Wang and Tian Xiwei. And Xiao Zhan Li Qin say their farewells as the Youth Memories airs its finale. But first, here's what's recently premiered, two dramas for today and yesterday. There's Hidden Love, the modern romance drama starring Zhao Lusi and Chen Zheyuan. It premiered earlier today. In it, Zhao Lusi is a schoolgirl who constantly gets into trouble, and whose teachers have to call her parents to the school for discussions about her. She enlists the help of Chen Zheyuan, an older friend, to go in place of her parents. The two form a bond but separate after graduation. Years later, they reunite and reignite their hidden love for each other. Hidden Love is slated for 25 episodes and is available on YouTube with English subs. Then there's Sisterhood, which also premiered earlier today. The Republican-era drama stars Xiao Yan and Dai Xiangyu. In it, Xiao Yan is a Chinese woman who travels to Southeast Asia to make a living. She eventually becomes leader of a sisterhood at a construction site. Sisterhood is slated for 40 episodes and is available on iQIYI with English subs. And that's it for recently premiered dramas. Moving on, dramas that recently passed review. I have two for you guys today, beginning with the highly anticipated My Fireworks on Earth. My Fireworks on Earth stars Yang Yang and Wang Churan. The firefighting-themed drama passed review and obtained a distribution license for 40 episodes on June 19th. So I mentioned not long ago that My Fireworks on Earth was rumored for a July 3rd premiere, and at the time I also mentioned that I had my reservations about this rumor simply because the drama had not passed review yet. Well, it has now, so there's every chance this July 3rd rumor may materialize. Yang Yang's last drama to air was Who Rules the World, which aired in April last year, so it's been over a year now that we've seen a new Yang Yang drama. Wang Churan's last drama to air was Love Heals, which came out earlier this year. In My Fireworks on Earth, Yang Yang is a firefighter and Wang Churan an emergency doctor. The two were separated when they were younger on account of family opposition, but now reunite because of their professions. My Fireworks on Earth will stream on Mango TV. Also passing review is Romance on the Farm, the costume rom-com starring Joseph Zheng and Tian Xiwei. It passed review and obtained an online record number on June 19th. Both stars were last in modern dramas in 2022. Joseph Zheng was in High Venus. Tian Xiwei was in First Love. In Romance on the Farm, Tian Xiwei is a modern times girl who somehow wanders into a countryside in the Song Dynasty and meets Joseph Zheng, a mysterious farmer. The two join hands and farm the land, making a fortune and falling in love at the same time. Where does their relationship go, however, after she discovers his true identity? Romance on the Farm is slated for 24 episodes and will stream on iQIYI. Next up for drama updates, bootings. I have just one to update on, Yang Zi and Xu Kai's latest project, Story of Joy. Story of Joy is a modern drama. Production held their booting ceremony on June 17th. Here are their two stars at the event. The drama also shared a video of the two stars at an event where they spoke about the project and collaborating with each other for the first time. With both stars having huge fan bases, anticipation for the drama is certainly high, and when it eventually airs, will certainly have huge amounts of traffic. What do you guys think about this lead pairing? Story of Joy is based on a novel of the same name and revolves around a daughter's strained relationship with her mother, Yang Zi being the daughter. Her mother's excessive intervention in her life leads to her splitting up with her boyfriend. Eventually, she decides to break away from her mother's grip and focus on her work. That's when she meets Xu Kai, a professional hotel manager, and the two strike up a partnership. Story of Joy is slated for 38 episodes and will stream on Tencent. So Tencent has been dominating entertainment news recently, particularly on the drama front. Yesterday, they released an online brochure outlining a ton of their upcoming titles. Titled 2023 Tencent Video, Film and TV Annual List, the brochure outlines over 170 titles. In conjunction with the brochure's release, several of Tencent's dramas released new posters and trailers. I obviously won't touch on all of them, otherwise this will be a 4-hour video, but I will touch on some. Also, many dramas announced themselves and their lead cast. I will begin with some of these. We begin with Guardians of the Dafeng, a costume drama that I spoke about in February when it was still in its rumored phase. Now, Tencent's confirmed it. Yesterday, Guardians of the Dafeng announced themselves and their lead cast of Dylan Wang and Tian Xiwei. This is one of the 2 posters they shared, an art one. This is the other, a scroll that details the main cast and the creative heads. Liu Yijun and Yan Zedong co-star, and Deng Ke directs. He recently helmed The Legend of Shen Li and The Prisoner of Beauty. Dylan Wang had a great year last year with the success of Love Between Fairy and Devil. He last starred in Youth in Flames of War, which came out earlier this year. I spoke about Tian Xiwei earlier. Her drama with Joseph Zheng, Romance on the Farm, just passed review. Guardians of the Dafeng is based on a web novel of the same name, and according to Baidu, tells the story of a police graduate who one day wakes up to find himself in prison and about to be exiled to a border city. Also announcing their cast is The Rise of Ning, another costume drama. They shared this poster and announced Zhang Wanyi and Renming as their headliners. They also shared a short clip to announce their 2 stars. Lastly, for drama announcements, 流水迢迢, literally translated as Faraway Flowing Water. It is a costume drama adapted from a novel of the same name, and yesterday, production announced their main cast of Ellen Ren, Landy Li, and Jeremy Xu. This is the art poster they shared, very dreamy and fiery. The latest on Faraway Flowing Water is that filming will begin in July at Hengdian Studios and go for 130 days. Ellen Ren last starred in 2022's 1000 Years for You with Li Qin. With Faraway Flowing Water, that makes it 3 costume dramas he has coming up, the other 2 being The Demon Hunter's Romance and Wu Geng Ji. Landy Li last starred in this year's Enlighten Your Life, which wasn't as popular with international audiences, but before that she starred in The Starry Love, which was a hit. Jeremy Xu's last 2 dramas were costume ones, Royal Rumors and The Journey of Chongzi. Both did decently well on viewing charts. So those were the new drama announcements. Like I said earlier, many Tencent dramas released new posters and trailers. Dramas like The Legend of Shen Li with Zhao Liying and Kenny Lin, Wonderland of Love with Jing Tian and Xu Kai, The Prisoner of Beauty with Lorena Song and Liu Yuning, and Lost You Forever with Yang Zi, Zhang Wanyi, Deng Wei, and Tan Jianchi, just to name a few. We've barely scratched the surface as there are over 170 titles, but that's Tencent dramas for you guys today. We'll tackle the rest of the dramas one by one as they begin to air. Alright, before we get to our last segment, a quick word on Express VPN. Now, whether I'm at home or traveling, the first thing I do before I surf the net is log on to Express VPN and connect to a server. Not only do I use Express VPN to protect my data from spies and hackers, I find it especially useful to unblock geo-restricted content like dramas and movies on YouTube, Netflix, WeTV, and other websites. Express VPN is giving away 3 extra months free on a 12-month plan to all viewers of my channel. All you have to do is use the link in the description below, expressvpn.com/Marcus here. Okay, lastly for today, The Youth Memories airs its finale, and its stars say goodbye. The Youth Memories stars Xiao Zhan and Li Qin, and aired the last of its 38 episodes yesterday. Set in 1970s Beijing, it follows a group of youngsters as they face the different life challenges that a country going through reform brings them. Some of the drama's accolades I've mentioned before include opening with an 8.3 on Weibo ratings and breaking 2.0 on real-time TV ratings. Yesterday, they also shared this poster to announce that they have broken 30,000 popularity points on Tencent. The drama still hasn't gotten its opening Douban rating yet, but I'll update when it does. To mark the drama's wrap, male lead actor Xiao Zhan took to Weibo with a message. He touched on some experiences filming the drama, and ended with a message for his character, Xiao Chunsheng, saying, "As long as one knows where they're going, the whole world will give them concessions. See, in the end, whether it's the cold of the winter or the heat of the summer, they will still remember." Female lead actor Li Qin also left a message of her own. She dedicated a poem to her character Tong Xiaomei and wished that they would both reach the sea in their dreams. And that brings us to the end of this episode. Your continuous support means the world to me. If you enjoy the content, do like and subscribe. If you'd like to contribute, consider giving this video a super thanks. It is the heart-shaped button with the $ below this video. All funds support the show and keep it going. Or you can check out my Patreon page, where for $1 or more a month, you'll have access to perks like recaps, requests, and have your questions answered. As always, stay safe, and I wish you clear blue skies, good health, and happiness. Until next time, cheers!